Buena gente, hola hola, estamos aquí en un video de... Bueno, este va a ser el primer video de Kingdom Come Deliverance, chiquillos. Este video está creado para el canal y para ustedes, para que lo puedan ver y rever si es que en algún momento de la vida, no sé, se acuerdan de este humilde servidor. Lo que sí, no lo voy a grabar en Twitch porque los conozco y no me van a dejar. No me van a dejar. A ver, vamos a ver la historia. Carlos IV, rey de la Bohemia y el emperador del Sacro Imperio, tuvo un reinado largo y próspero. El imperio que dirigía desde Praga se expandió y sus súbditos vivían en paz y prosperidad. Lo vamos a leer, lo vamos a leer.
When the emperor died, the whole empire mourned. More than 7,000 people accompanied him on his last procession. The heir to the throne of the flourishing empire was Charles's son, Wenceslas IV, whose father had prepared him for this moment
Wenceslao
of his
III,
life.
que su padre lo había... Ah, listo.
But Wenceslas did
Lo
not
típico.
take after his father. He neglected affairs of state for more frivolous pursuits. He even failed to turn up for his own coronation as emperor.
Bueno, ni siquiera se presentó a su coronación, ponda, ¿qué estamos comentando? Es como el día más importante de tu vida, es como... Ni siquiera tenía... Brother, ni siquiera él tenía idea de la cantidad de poder que es ser rey. O era un revolucionario, así no quiso presentar. Le pidieron ayuda a Segismundo. Claro, ahí Segismundo... Uy, pero... Lo capturaron.
Then took advantage of the ensuing disorder to gain greater power for himself. He invaded Bohemia with a massive army and began pillaging the territories of the king's allies.
Empezó a saquear a los aliados, brother.
It is here that my story begins.
Ya. Interesante. Ahora ya trae un... Nvidia, ya. Continuar, ayuda, configuración. Vamos a ver qué, al lío. Creo que el micrófono se escucha... Pasan autos por detrás, así que... A ver. Una Probity. Hola, hola. Ah, ya, sí, lo que suena son los clics y cosas así. Ya, espectacular. Modo normal, más realista, recomendado para jugadores familiarizados con los aspectos básicos de la supervisión de Kingdom Come. Aquí nosotros somos caballeros, no somos caballeros. Ya, extremo nomás. Has muerto, al igual que mucho tu destino no era vivir una larga vida. Abandonaste este mundo antes incluso del bautismo, y tu madre, exhausta por el parto, te siguió poco después. Tu padre lo enterró. La vida medieval está llena de sorpresa y peligro. La primavera deja el paso al invierno y los años han dejado en intrépida juventud. Dos ventajas negativas. Con frecuencia tenia. Cuando tienes aspecto te comes todo lo que atrapas. Dice que comes como dos hombres. Es que como si tuvieras inquilino ya. Cuando era muy pequeño inconsciente te caíste en un pozo, ¿no? Te caíste en brazos de tu madre pequeño y te golpeaste en la cabeza. Te besó hasta que te calmaste el chichón, pronto se te pasó. Pero desde entonces te cuesta un poco entender las cosas, lo que menoscaba tu acumulación de experiencia. Ya, vamos a tener pesadilla y vamos a tener... Eso vamos a hacer sonámbulo. Onda, ambas van a ser relacionadas con el problema del sueño. Warhorse. La primera parte del siglo XV fue una época turbulenta para el Sacro Imperio Romano, que había florecido durante el mandato del emperador Carlos IV. Ahora con su hijo Wenceslao, el indolente, el trono de... Puta, la dejadez del rey enfureció a la nobleza, así como a su medio hermano Segismundo de Hungría, que decidió... Ya, esto ya lo recordamos. Espera, ¿qué? Qué bonito. Scalis, plateada. Precioso, brother. Ahí lo grabaron con un dron, pues gente, en 1403. Esto fue todo grabado con un dron, eso, los primeros. Oye, se ve nice.
God bless. Same to you. Today's a scorcher.
Oye, esto es familia feliz, brother. Onda. Awesome.
Well, husband, how goes it?
Good. I should get it finished today. Where on earth is Henry? I need him to run some errands.
He was still sleeping when I went out.
At this hour? Blue-blooded idler.
Está durmiendo el hijo y está enojado el padre.
It looks like he was out all evening, drinking like a lord.
Go and get the lazy bones up then.
Lol.
Clout round the ear should do it.
Familia feliz, pues, brother.
Henry! Get up now. There's work to be done.
Get up or I'll come get you up, you slug of bed.
Hear that? You'd better not vex him. Now get up quick. Your breakfast is on the table.
Se parece un día cualquiera de...
Wait, what's this? Have you been... Oh, Henry. How many times have I told you about fighting?
Oh, it's nothing. It's just a scratch.
You've been at that sword play again, haven't you? You'd better pray your father doesn't get to hear of it.
Tiene una herida en la
You
mano.
know how he feels about it.
Se supone que antes en la noche se agarraban a espadazos para que nadie se diese cuenta.
I just scratched myself is all.
Well, just don't come crying to me if you really do get hurt. Now get up, you rogue.
Rogue. ¿Ya? ¿Y ahora qué?
A fine state you're in this morning. What on earth did you get up to last night?
Estábamos departiendo en la taberna. Estuve bailando. Estuve con Bianca. Estuve trabajando en una forja. ¿Por qué con quién?
I was sweating in the forge all day yesterday, and then I was helping Fritz and Matthew with some errands. So I'd say I have a right to be a bit tired.
Well, I've got a feeling there's something you're not telling me. And it's connected with that
Recuño en vuestra mano y
scratch
ese
on your
caballero
hand.
aspecto
And
sospechoso.
that suspicious-looking character with a sword who turned up in town recently.
Matías me ha enseñado a disparar con el arco. Ya, sí.
No, it's just Matthias was teaching me archery.
Archery? Do you want to become a poacher? Have you any idea of the punishment for that?
Pero
And where
ahora.
did you bow, anyway?
Oh, come on. I've no interest in poaching. It's just a bit of fun.
Christ, give me strength. Just don't do anything stupid. For the love of God. Promise.
I promise.
Mi amigo han estado aquí.
Did Matthew and Fritz come looking for me?
No, I haven't seen them this morning. They shouldn't be hard to find. They'll be hanging around a tavern somewhere as usual.
Sascadileando, po. Oye, mira cómo hablan. Deja de sascalidear, loco.
Mother.
Somos todos curados, mamá.
You're
Todo.
nearly a grown man, Hal. Father will pass the forge on to you one day soon. You've been courting that Bianca for months now. Why do you have to keep wasting your time with those two layabouts? They're nothing but trouble.
Do you need me to do anything, Ma?
Ah, you're a good lad. But I'm fine. It's your father needs helping with that sword.
Ya. Oye, ¿qué? Dime que se puede ver en tercera persona. Tercera persona o muerte. A ver, Spanish. Idioma las voces. Dime que está español. No está español. Subtítulos ya, tutoriales. No disponible. No hay tutoriales en el modo extremo. Ok, vamos a tener que descubrirlo todo. Confirmar ya. En gráfico. Ya. Textura HD, bla bla bla. Vegetación. Ya, ¿sabes qué? A lo mejor el juego es así, a ver. ¿Qué es eso? Comidita. Más comida.
Is everything all right, son? God be with you.
Que Dios esté conmigo, po. No entiendo ni pincho. Oh, ya, a ver. Salemos. Hacia las casas antes. Igual como que quiero tomar un arma. Ya. Modo extremo. Guardar. No hay guardado automático. Solo se puede guardar bebiendo snaps, redentor, durmiendo en tu cama, pagando el servicio completo en una casa de baño o al salir del juego. Ya. Esto va a ser más largo de lo que creen. ¿Dónde está mi papá? En la forja, en la forja. Esto tiene cara de forja. Ahí está, ahí está, ahí está. Ha descubierto rueda de afilar.
Come here, I need your help.
Bien, papi.
At least you're up, that's a start. Anyway, we've a lot of work to do today. I'm finishing the sword for Sir Radzik, and I need your help.
With what?
I'm running out of charcoal. Run to the market and buy a bag from the charcoal burner.
I'll need some money then.
Yeah, that's the other thing.
Kinesho me debe un hacha, un
Kunesh still owes
martillo
me
y
for
unos
the
clavos que le
axe,
vendí.
the hammer and the nails I sold him a month ago. Not to mention his
Ah, ya, tengo que ir a cobrar una plata.
Go and tell him to pay up at least
Excelente.
for the axe and hammer, and then use the money to buy the charcoal.
Goodness, that drunkard. That'll be fun.
Well, you're a big lad now. I'm sure you can manage. If not, tell him that next time I'll come myself and personally use that hammer to bang those nails into his arse.
Sure, I'll be happy to hear it. Is that all?
Not quite. The Chamberlain at the castle has the cross guard for Sir Radzik's sword, which I had engraved in Sasser.
Los gavilanes,
Go
ya.
and pick it up. All right.
Dinero, carbón y
Money,
gavilanes.
charcoal, crossguard. Got it.
Ya vamos a ir a cobrarle
And
el...
ale.
Espera, y cerveza.
Stop off at the tavern on your way home. I know you'll be going there anyway to see that girl of yours. But make sure the
Puta
ale's still
papá.
cool from the cellar when you get back.
Her name is Bianca.
Gozu, gozu. Miren
Right,
cómo lo
so
hace.
make sure Bianca draws me a nice cool one. Run along now. Work won't wait.
Buena, buena, papi. Buena ya. Buena, buena, buena. Buena. Se rajó con cerveza. Y mira, y más encima porque me gusta la niña, me apaña. Cobrar un saco de carbón, cobrar la deuda de Kunesh. Ya, la posadera, ¿dónde está? Allí hay una jarra, ¿o no? Ay, me estoy cansando, que Dios acompañe. ¿Esto es un mercado? Lugareño, ya, ¿eh? ¿Y qué pasa si le hablo a un lugareño? ¿Qué me dice? No, no me habla.
That was the last straw.
Ah, ya, tiró un combo al aire y casi me ataca. Jane.
These are strange times. Strange and ill-omened. But since I serve our liege lord Sir Radzik, I think you know the answer.
El carbonero.
But where will Sir Ratzik take the silver?
Ya, primero vamos a ir a la taberna a buscar al bro que
Hey,
me...
Pip, do you want to learn something?
Maestro de combate, apostador, aquí está la taberna.
Thanks. Suit yourself.
De repente corro mucho y se cansa el personaje. Claro, claro. Ahí va, ahí va. Por aquí tiene que estar. Pero, con esa pinta no intimido a nadie.
What insult? I say only the truth. Sigismund has done only what he had to.
He had to abduct the king. He had to lure his cousin Prokop into a trap and imprison him. He had to invade with his army of Tatars and besiege Kuttenberg.
Why not? What is this Wenceslas for a king? The empire is falling asunder in his hands. The German counts elected Ruprecht of the Palatinate as king because your Wenceslas would not go
Bla
to
bla
their
bla bla,
deeds
claro. Po.
even.
El Wenceslao era un rey tan malo que
Now even the Pope
genera conflicto.
I'm with you, Matthew. What's going on here?
Deutsch is spouting shit.
What?
Just
listen and you'll hear for yourself.
Someone has to bring order and reunite the empire.
What do I care about the Austrians? And nowadays, not even the devil himself can keep up with all the popes. Which is the rightful pope? The one in Rome or the one in Avignon?
Tanto
Do not
escuchando.
blaspheme, Alex.
No, it's true though. Wenceslas is the king of Bohemia. Bohemian nobles are on his side. To hell with Rosenberg and his cabal. Sir Radzik is Wenceslas' commander-in-chief. He stayed loyal to the king. And if he heard you talking like this, he would have you whipped like a dog.
Your deal will soon have nothing left to rule. Jobst had to sell Luxembourg to help your king. South Bohemia is with Sigismund
And don't forget about Kuttenberg, where Germans like you kissed Sigismund's feet to keep their heads.
Yes, but
Goodman Deutsch, this is pointless. Let us talk of more pleasant things.
My words exactly.
Deutsch has gone too far.
Mira,
Wenceslas
conversan
was our
bonito.
rightful king.
Deutsch is an idiot. But what can you do? I might have an idea. Deutsch deserves to be taught a lesson. Doesn't he, Fritz?
Too right, Matthew. Should give him a proper hiding.
Are you mad? Do you want to end up in the pillory? Don't listen to Fritz. I've got a better idea. Deutsch was talking such shit, it made me think of that huge parliament. You know, the one right next to his freshly whitewashed house.
You think we should redecorate for him? Count me in.
Well, I'd rather torch it, to be honest. But throwing some tears will do.
What do you say, Henry?
But I was going to get ale for father and a few other things. We're finishing Sir Radzig's sword.
Come on. Throwing a few handfuls of manure is not going to take all day.
And it's our duty to defend the honor of our king.
So, how? Are you with us?
I'll have to get something to eat. I'm starting to get hungry. Not that I don't want to teach the Deutsch a lesson, but I really don't have time.
Well, that's disappointing.
No puedo hacer nada.
We can manage without you. Let's go, lads.
Honestly, hell. How could you pass a good chance like this?
Lo siento, mi rey, tengo que hacer otras cosas. Weón. Permiso, dama. Dama. ¿Cómo me voy a lesionar? Se supone que estamos buscando ubicaciones. A ver, generar, personajes, tutoriales, diarios, ya una visita inesperada, ir a la acción de esgrima, comprar una cerveza en la taberna, cobrar la deuda de Kuresh. X, Kuresh, ¿dónde está? C, aquí. ¿Y dónde estoy yo? Ya la sé, la sé. Lugar inexplorado. Tendero. Ya está al medio. Comprar un saco de carbón. Oye, se ve más complejo de lo que uno cree. Ya, aquí está el saco de carbón. Cureche está hacia allá.
Everything for the house, garden and field.
I'm here.
¿Cómo descubrir esto? Hacia allá. Oye, qué raro los pueblos antiguos, como que todos trabajan. Y... que lo justo, ¿no? Vamos a explorar todo lo posible, vamos a aprendernos esto de memoria. Está Kuresh. Estoy como por acá.
Rakes and hoes for your field. What else do you need? Come on up and see.
Come right up.
Y aquí está el carbón. Entonces para acá está el men. El carbón. A la izquierda, 2 casas. Deben ser estas 2 de acá. Increíble como uno se pierde en esto, a ver, como dónde... Ya, hay... Eso es como un establo, me imagino que eso de ahí. Esto de aquí. Kunesh, Sivek, madre. Ahí está, ya. Mira, y tenía que ser nórdico, bro. Ah, no, aquí está, te pillé. Hola.
God be with you, Kunesh.
What do you want?
Padre me envió por el
My
dinero.
father sent me to get the coin you owe him for the axe, hammer and nails.
I've got nothing. Clear off.
You know you owe father for a lot more than just the axe and hammer. If you went to the bailiff about it, you'd be in deep water. At least pay for the tools if you can't pay for everything.
I told you I have no coin, you bastard. Get the hell out of here, or I'll use the axe on you.
¿Qué? Las deudas han de saldarse.
Look, I know things aren't easy. Your wife ran off, booze is dear these days, and you're as much use as a square wheel.
Un taburete con 2
No
patas.
wonder you're short of
¿Cómo?
coin. But a debt's a debt, and I can't leave here without something.
You son of a whore. How dare you speak to me like that? Didn't your thieving father teach you any manners?
¿Qué? ¿Nos podemos agarrar?
Well, I'll teach you then. Sure.
Ya. Ven a pelear. ¿Por qué venía a pegarme, weón?
God!
Oye, ¿cómo me va a ganar, weón? Bastardín. Suéltame, bastardín. Toma, toma. No me puede ganar, po, weón. Toma, borracho, culeado. Más, eso. ¿Qué venía a seguir? Pelea bastardo. ¡Oh! ¡Oh!
You had it coming, you pup. And your old man can fuck off too.
Me sacó la cresta, entonces me voy a robar el hacha y el martillo. Permiso. Oye, no tiene nada, weón. Nos comemos su comida. ¿Dónde puede estar el hacha?
A locked chest. I'll need a lockpick to get into that. Fritz might have one.
¿Qué pasa si voy y me agarro con netes de nuevo con él? ¿Tenía algún problema? ¿Tenía algún problema que me pegáis una vez a mí nomás? Pelea. Pelea nomás. Sí, ¿cómo que...? Permiso, hermanito. Permiso nomás. Bueno, no debía haberlo matado, claramente. Pero le tenía sangre, brother. Más encima que le robaba a mi padre, me trató mal. Me dijo que era un hijo de ramera. Y yo no acepto esas cosas, brother. Esto no estuvo para nada bien. Cualquier cosa se ahogó en alcohol, ¿ok? Yo no tengo nada que ver con él. Pues claramente tengo mucho que ver con él. Gracias. Brother. No estuvo, yo no pensé que iba a morir, pensé que iba a sanar. Comadre, ya vamos a hacer las misiones nomás.
Greetings. See you later.
Bro, todo lo que hizo estuvo mal. Esto va a ser muy chistoso. ¿Cuánto tengo de oro? 0. ¿Y no tiene plata ese tal? Puta, le voy a decir a mi papá que me lo pitié, no te voy a... Me van a matar, weón. Terrible, weón. Terrible, terrible. He matado a una persona, gente. Qué terrible, ¿eh? Igual me siento un poco preocupado por lo que me pueden hacer. Coger los gavilanes en el castillo. Comprar cerveza. Comprar un saco de carbón. Ir a la lección de esgrima. No puedo cargar porque ya me lo fulminé, po. Ya, a ver. No voy a empezar de nuevo, Nika. Lo vamos a jugar así, ¿ok? Tengo hambre, estoy sangrando, voy a ir a donde mi madre para que me cure, para que me sane. Le voy a decir a mi papá al toque, weón, me van a sacar la chucha. Ya, papá, puta, lo siento, weón. Lo arruiné todo, weón.
About time. Have you got everything I wanted?
Kunish didn't want to pay, so I got no money for those things you sold him. But I took them in lieu of the debt.
Took meaning he gave them to you, or took meaning stole?
If he didn't pay, then they're still ours. How can you steal something that's yours?
Fair point. Give it to me then, and here's some money for the rest.
¿Tú sabes lo que significa lo que acaba de pasar?
Ma? Ma! I'm hurt. Won't stop bleeding.
Oh, now, stop squealing like a baby and show me that. There you are, good as new. You ought to learn to do that yourself.
Thanks, Ma.
No hay ninguna frutita por ahí, mamá. Tengo hambre. El hombrecito no quería pagar, pues, eso es la verdad. Todavía me lo cuestiono, sí. Si no, él no hubiese querido literalmente pelear por entregarme las cosas y ser tan malcriado, yo no me hubiese golpeado, de verdad que no. Pero si me trata hijo de la ramera, me pega, me gana más encima, yo obviamente tengo que ir a recuperar mi honor, weón. Creo que me van a tirar. Ya. ¿Dónde está la cesta? A ver, mirar cesta. Comprando. Ya, listo. Lo vamos a regatear.
Can we do something about the price?
Why not?
Tengo que recoger unas weas, así que puta.
What about this?
Well, a little more and we'll call it a deal.
Ya un poquito más, ¿eh?
See now, I knew we'd come to an agreement.
Necesito cerveza, así que vamos a regatear. Ya tengo lo que necesitaba. Tengo que ir ahora a comprar la birra. Pero antes de eso vamos a ir al Gavilán, al castillo, dice. La elección de crema de aquí, a ver. Nuestro combate.
Recovered from yesterday's great wound?
That was nothing. Except Mother noticed and had a word or two to say about it.
No mother's happy when her son starts to take an interest in swords. Where there's weapons, there's death. The question is, what do you want?
I don't want to rot in this hole forever. I feel like I don't belong here. I want to live and see the world. The world's a dangerous place and I need to know how to protect myself.
Spoken like a man. And as it happens, today's your last chance. I have to leave. So,
ya, buena.
Are you ready to get stuck in?
Este men se va. Vamos.
Yes. All right. I'll wait on the ground by the sheepfold as usual. There.
Lleva un filo templario. Primero voy al castillo, que me espera un rato. Perdí toda mi reputación porque he matado para obtener objetos, bro. Y ahora máximo voy a ir a donde el rey a hablarle de forma súper hipócrita para decirle que me pase unas cosas para su espada. Permiso. Hola. Unos gavilanes.
I'll be with you. I'm with you, Henry.
How are you?
Venido por los
Father
gavilanes.
sent me. We're forging a sword for Sir Radzig, and the Chamberlain has the crossguard and pommel. Father had them engraved in Sasau.
Right. They're here. The Chamberlain gave them to us for you. We looked them over. Beautiful work. I've never seen anything so fine.
I can't wait to see the sword. Just make sure you don't botch it.
When did I ever botch anything?
Where shall I start?
Ah, shut up and give me what I want, or I'll kill
Loco,
your ass
ya maté a una
Right
persona.
away, your lordship.
Magnificent. Shame I can't keep the sword for myself. Well, I better go if we're to get the job done by this evening.
Godspeed. See you later in the tavern.
You certainly will. After today's work, the ale might even be on me.
I could do with a bite to eat.
Ya. Ahora vamos por la cerveza, le entregamos las cosas a mi papá y vamos a...
Hey, Henry's come to see us.
En la taberna creo que esta.
If it's charcoal you want, talk to my...
Aquí está. ¡Hola!
God save, my lovely. You're looking well today.
You too, handsome. What brings you here?
Just ale.
What else could I expect from a village lout? What will it be then, ragamuffin?
Una jarra para
I
padre.
need ale for father.
A pitcher as usual?
Aye. Bring me a cool one from the cellar.
But of course. Here you are.
Thanks.
It's on me today. You can pay me back this evening.
Out of the question.
Here you go. And this evening I'll have something more for you.
I can't wait.
Thanks. You'll have something to look forward to this evening.
You too. Oh, by the way, that shifty-looking fellow was asking after you.
Vanya?
I suppose. He is a man who makes his coin robbing honest wayfarers. I'm sure of it. I'll be happy when he's gone for good. But what in heaven's name are you up to with him?
Okay.
You promised to teach me how to use a sword.
What use would that be to you?
Enough. You sound just like father. I'll be going now. See you this evening.
Hal, I've got something special for you.
Is that so? Now what would that be?
Your favorite Savior Schnapps.
Really? You're an angel.
I hope you'll thank me properly later.
You bet I will.
Gracias, reina.
About time. Have you got everything I wanted?
Actually, there's one thing I forgot. Just give me a moment.
Get a move on. We have to finish the sword today. About time. Have you got everything I wanted?
Not yet. I'm working.
¿Qué más me falta?
And how much longer will it take? Get a move on. We have to finish that sword today. Or do you want me to look a fool in front of Sir Radzik?
No, I don't. I'll be back soon.
Me falta solo la elección. Ya, genial. Entonces yo bajo el castillo, voy al fondo a la derecha ya. Fondo a la derecha, fondo a la derecha. Un territorio amplio para que no... Acá.
So, can we get started?
We can.
Good. And since today's the last time we'll be seeing each other, you can show me everything I've taught you so far. Very well. Let's start with the basics. Keep moving. Your life depends on it. All right. Now try to hit me. You have to put your weight into your attack. If you just fiddle around, you'll get nowhere. Try slashing from different
¿en serio?
sides. Unpredictability is the key. Never repeat yourself. Very good. All right. Good.
Oye, qué random. Es como pegarle con el...
Very good. The point of the blade is
La punta de acero es para las tocadas.
Try it a few times.
Me sacó la cresta.
Not bad. Again. Good. Once again. Very good. Good. Let's try something else. One strike I can fend off without a sweat. But if you chain your strikes, I'll have a much harder time. As soon as you land one blow, follow it with another.
bad. Again. Good. Once again. Nice.
Le pegué.
Right. That's enough. I don't know
Estoy
about
cansado de
you.
ese viento. La verdad es que has de entrenar duro. Nadie se convierte en un maestro
Remember
espadachín.
though, train hard.
Ya. Ya viejito.
About time.
Listo.
Have you got everything I wanted?
Lo tengo.
I have charcoal, the hilt, and the ale. We can start.
Good job. Let's have it then, son. Well done. Right. Let's see what kind of job the master in Sasau did for us. Look at that, lad. That's what I call craftsmanship.
What does the inscription mean?
Damned if I know. Doesn't look like Czech to me. Latin, maybe? Lord Radzig ordered it. Oh, this will be the finest sword I've ever made. Have you got the charcoal? Good. Then fire up the forge and put it all together.
Qué hermoso, loco. Qué hermoso juego.
By the way, I heard some gossip about what happened to Deutsch. I expect you know something about it.
Maybe.
Maybe? Someone threw dung at Deutsch's freshly lime-washed house, maybe? And maybe those cronies of yours had something to do with it?
That Deutsch was talking treason in the tavern about Sigismund and the king. He got what he deserved.
Got what he deserved, did he? Look, I don't know if you're mixed up in this or if it's just those friends of yours. It's all the same to me. But I have a trade to run. The German pays well. And having my son in the pillory helps nothing and nobody, least of all the king. Do you understand?
Yes.
Look me in the eye, Henry. Do you understand?
I understand.
Good. Then we'll never have this conversation again.
So you think it's right to let traitors speak ill of the king?
Supiera y lo que hice,
Is that
me
boy
mata.
ever listen to a word I say? So Deutsch spouts rubbish. So what? You might win a fight with violence, but you'll never win an argument. Remember, Henry, if you want to convince someone that they're wrong, try using your mouth, not your fists.
The furnace is ready.
Right, we'll do the grip. I'll heat it up, and when I take it out, you slip the grip on so it fits exactly. You know what you're doing.
Se dieron el trabajo de hacer toda esta hermosura. Pero a mano pelada.
Good. Once more. That's it. Done. Now file it down so it sits well in the hand. I'll prepare the guard.
Perfecto.
Father, why did you leave Prague? Who ever heard of a master swordsmith making horseshoes in a village?
I had my reasons, Hal. And here I have your mother and you. Why would I want any other life?
Do you remember Emperor Charles?
I do. Life was good under his reign.
Better than now.
He built half of Prague, and a score of castles, had a bridge made over the Moldau, and founded a university, and all without a war. He knew how to rule.
Better than Wenceslas.
Better by far. But Wenceslas doesn't have it easy. It's hard to step into the shoes of someone whose like is born only once 1,000 years.
What about
Claro.
Sigismund?
Do you think Charles would have brought an army down on his own people like Sigismund? No. Wenceslas may not be the equal of his father, but Sigismund, he brings shame to the royal name. How's it going? Give it here, and we'll put it all together.
Excelente.
It's magnificent.
Indeed it is. The Lord be with you. My father sent me for those nails.
Good day to you, Teresa. They're ready. Will you fetch them for me, Hal? They're in the trunk in the living room.
Carlos Clau. Está Teresa en el living room. Into the living. A ver. Por aquí era, ¿no? Aquí. Andaje clavo.
Here are those nails you wanted.
Tengo la cara toda regüeña.
So, how's Bianca?
She's fine. Why do you ask?
Just wondering, will you be going to the dance this evening?
We will.
Maybe we'll see each other there. Anyway, mustn't keep you. I'll be on my way. That sword is truly beautiful.
Ella es mucho más linda, sí, pues. Creo que todos lo sabemos.
Fine lass, eh? Now stop staring at her and come and see this. It's time for the trial by fire. We did a fine job.
I would expect nothing less from such a renowned swordsmith.
Those days are gone, sir.
You haven't lost your skills, though. Would you like to try it?
Sir, what good is a sword to a commoner?
Let him try it.
Aquí es donde la canseo.
You still have a lot to learn. Ask your father to show you how. He knows what he's about.
Learning his trade will serve him better in life.
Somos muy malos para la espadita. Somos muy
But who
malos.
knows what the future holds for each of us. I see that you almost have it finished.
It just needs a polish, then Henry will bring it to you.
Excellent. Fine work. Very fine. A sword such as this will bring honor to its bearer. What say you, Svan?
True, Sir Radzik. If I'd have had its like back in Nicopolis, things would have worked out differently. How odd to find such an accomplished swordsmith working in a place like this. A man of his talent would have no problem making a fortune in Prague or Vienna.
You're right. It's a very long and peculiar story.
I'd be glad to listen to it over a cup of wine, but duty calls, and I must leave. Here you are. Learn from your father. He truly is a master of his craft.
I'm sure our paths will cross again.
He certainly
Once it's ready, send your son up to me with it. Good work, Martin.
Sure.
It's been an honor, Sir Isma. Have a safe journey to Sassi.
The honor is mine, Sir Radzik. Thank you for the hospitality.
A long, peculiar history. That was a long time ago. I might tell you about it sometime, but not today.
Will you teach me how to use it like Sir Radzik said?
Why?
Well, it could come in useful. Maybe I'll travel a bit before settling down. I'd like to know more than the tavern on the green and the forge.
You know the trouble with an adventurous life, son? It can end before it gets started. I might teach you how to handle a sword.
Oye, cómo suenan esos
Someone will
camiones.
shoot you with a crossbow as soon as you set foot outside the house.
Talk as if you've seen it happen.
A man my age has seen a lot. Being a blacksmith might bring no glory, but it has its benefits, like keeping your head.
Claro, es mucho más tranquilo.
I want to end my days in Skalitz.
Un segundo, vamos a configurar algo aquí. Configuramos en breve y listo.
Here, beneath the linden tree and by your mother's side.
Well, so do I, one day. But first, I'd like to see the world. Meet new people.
Meet them or beat them?
Meet. You have to keep going on about it.
Then you've no need to learn swordplay.
The messenger.
He was in a hurry. What's happened?
¡Es broma! ¡No! ¡Pero weón! No. ¡Corre! Todos mis amigos, mi gente.
Listen to me, Al. Listen carefully. Take the sword, go into the house, and grab anything else important from the trunk. Go to the castle. Hurry.
And what about you?
Your mother is in the village. I'll fetch her and we'll follow right behind.
I'll go with you.
No. You'll do what I say right now. Give the sword to Sir Radzik. If anything happens, he'll take care of you. He owes me.
Va a ir a dar cara como los hombres, hermano. Mataron al sheriff.
Quickly! We have to close the gates! Move! Come on, we're closing! Move in, people! Come on! We're running out of time! Oh, Henry! Thank God! Get inside, quick! We have to shut the gates! Get running, people! Come on!
Mind this for me.
Are you mad? You can't go back! Get through the gates!
Quiero una armadura al toque. Mi papá está dando cara, puta la weá. Corre, weá. Qué atroz, lo está viendo. No. Por la espalda y puta ya caballo, weón. Rompiendo el único código, uno de los códigos de la caballería, weón. Oh, brother, qué tenso. Oh, brother, ¿así? No, no, no. ¡Corre, weón! Me lo voy a equipar, hermano. Yo que... No, panza cagada, weón. Bro, no puedo morir aquí, pues, weón. Vi un caballo y ahí creo que hay gente. Ya. Son enemigos. ¡Qué chucha! ¡Qué chucha! ¡Corre! ¡No te puedo creer que voy a morir así! No tiene ninguna posibilidad, ya más vale que corra, ok. ¿Perdí para siempre? ¡Buah! Ya, mira, me voy a preocupar de llegar al mismo lugar, pero en modo normal ya. Corten esto. Qué tragedia, man. Ya, luego de literal un momentazo corriendo, me doy cuenta de que claro, hay soldados ahí. No sé si tengo que correr, no puedo contra un soldado cubano, creo. ¡Corre! No. Oye, de verdad, no puedo matar uno, vamos a intentarlo la última vez, ¿eh? Si lo logro lootear, sería espectacular, weón. Brother, no lo puedo. ¡Ah! La última. Casi le pegué 2 veces. Creo que tiene que ser por acá arriba. Tiene mucha vida. Ya, voy a correr. Si no corro no voy a poder vengarme nunca. Hay caos en todos lados, literal. La van a violar.
Most már elég lenne etted. Papicsába mi ez?
¡Corre! ¡Calla, mierda! ¡No! Alemanes de mierda, puta madre, wey. Corre, corre. Ahora ayuda a la Teresa. Caos en todos lados, brother.
Don't touch me, or I'll kill you. Go to hell, you Tatar beast!
Minél jobban vergődsz, annál rosszabb lesz, te ribant. Papicsába mi ez? Írjátok ki a fattyút!
Még sajnálni fogod, hogy megjelentél itt, te szaros!
Kicsit várnod kell, galambocskám, amíg elintézzük ezt a féleszűt.
¡Corre, Leo! Ay, ay, ay.
Elég lenne etted, disznó! Papicsába mi ez? Nyírjátok ki a fattyút!
Corre, Leo. Puedes silbar en cualquier momento para llamar a tu caballo, ya el trote de paso básico. Mamá, yo porque el medio conviene un ritmo más rápido, el galope y ya. Tu caballo es más inteligente que algunas personas y seguirá el camino donde indique si deja. Ya, ahora corre.
Várnod kell, galambocskám, amíg elintézzük ezt a féleszűt.
Sale, weón. Mentira que... No alcancé, ya tengo que salvarle y correr. Holy.
Don't touch me, or I'll kill you!
Rendesen a disznót, hogy ne utasson annyira!
Go to hell, you Tatar beast!
Minél jobban vergődsz, annál rosszabb lesz, te ribant! Papicsába mi ez? Nyírjátok ki a fattyút!
Még sajnálni fogod, hogy megjelentél itt, te szaros!
Como mierda. Qué terrible que me maten a palazo, brother. No quiero que maten tampoco a esa tipa, bro. Es mi amiga. Intento número 1000. Ta, 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 ta. ¿Cómo la podemos salvar? A ver.
Pigs! Don't touch me, or I'll kill you! Go to hell, you Tatar beast!
Minä jopan värkyt anna rossablas, veribond! Papi chapa mies! Mirja tokia fuck!
Corre, Dios. Ya, nos fuimos. Nos fuimos. ¿Dónde? Sa.
Ya. Ya. Ya.
Nos arrancamos. Bien, y ayudamos a la girl. Oye, no. Oye, mira cómo disparan.
Ya. Ya.
Qué desgracia.
Hamburg is to the left, along the stream.
A la izquierda por el arroyo, vamos.
Kita keremo nyokot ten humoro.
Mierda.
Ligetege jó.
No gyere, Gari!
Tudod, hogy fog végződni?
Corre.
Pokolban végzett!
Run for it!
Go!
She'll kill you all!
Corran. Estoy tirando flecha, brother. Corre, caballo.
Tudod, nem fog végződni.
Eltaposlak, mint egy tetve!
No te creo, weón. ¿Cómo no voy a llegar, weón? ¿Cómo va a ser tanto? Ya, onda. Me tomé un respiro y esperé que se hiciera más de noche y vamos a ver si ahora sí lo logramos. Vamos a ver si está más serio. No puede ser que rebote tantas veces en el mismo lugar. Ahora sí. Ya.
Left. Talmberg is to the left, along the stream.
Creo que si lo hacemos por allá arriba, mejor. Quemaron Scalis. Corran, corran, corran. Corre, caballito, corre. Corre, caballito, corre. Bah. ¿Qué tan lejos es?
Warn the others. They've torched Skalitz. Run for it.
Push me again.
Warn the others. They've torched Skalitz.
Vamos. Corre, 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 corre.
Run for it.
¡Llegamos! ¡Oh! Después de como 1000. Corran, corran. Corre, corre.
Quickly, everyone! Get your asses here!
Hey! Loose!
Hajo, Hosungine!
Llegué con suerte. Oye, no voy.
Someone give him a drink. And bring hot wine and bandages.
Una chelita le dio.
Tell me, boy, who are you and where are you from? What in hell's name happened?
I've come from Skalitz. They burned it to the ground. Slaughtered everyone.
Who? Who burned it to the ground?
A huge army. They attacked without warning. And they weren't Czechs or Germans either.
Who then?
I don't know. I've never seen armor like it or heard their language. Maybe Tatars?
Tartars, you say? Yeah. Well, we'll deal with that later. First, let's have a look at that leg of yours. Grit your teeth, boy. I'm gonna pull that hair out.
Oh!
Easy. All done.
Flecha tártara,
You're
¿no?
lucky, lad. The arrow missed the bone. It only needed bandaging, and I've done that often enough before. War is a good teacher. Can you stand? There you go. Good as new.
Thank you.
If you idlers nothing better to do, get back to work. You'll have to speak to Lord Divish. Can you manage?
Un pellito.
Sir, this is a survivor from...
I heard, Robard. Tell me, boy, what exactly happened? Did you see the ensigns of the attackers? And were there any more survivors?
So, I don't know what army it was, but it was huge. There were dozens of banners flying on the hill above Skalitz. The ones who did the slaughtering spoke a strange language. They burned Skalitz to the ground. But a lot of people took refuge in the castle. I wasn't quick enough. And as I fled, they shouted from the battlements that I should come and warn you.
The soldiers the boy didn't recognize. They could be those Cumans of Sigismund's. It said they came to Hungary from the east, and now they're the core of his army.
Ah, yeah.
Sacking Gutenberg. Must have given him a taste for stolen silver.
Skalitz is a small castle, sir. If Sigismund attacks, they can't hold.
Indeed, Sir Robard. And our small garrison would be no help, even if we could risk sending them.
You think we're next in line?
Maybe. What's your name, boy?
I'm Henry, son of the Skalitz blacksmith.
I know him. Did he make it inside the castle?
No.
I'm sorry. It's in God's hands now. No one else can help us. Anyway, thank you for risking your neck to warn us. Robard, take care of Henry. Make sure he gets something to eat and some rest.
Yes, sir.
And get all the people inside the gates. We have to prepare for the worst. Make all the necessary arrangements.
As you command, sir.
Qué bacán, mira, la armadura está... Tiene detalles como si estuviera abollada. Esos son detalles muy bonitos. Ya, genial. ¿Cómo guardo? Ah, ya se guardó solo. Ya. Robert. Chambelán. Uy, de verdad, puedo pasear por todos los castillos así. A ver. ¡Uy! Esa es la historia de San Pedro, weón. De cuando mata a un dragón. O San Jorge. Creo que es San Jorge. El que mata a un dragón al lado. Ay, ¿qué está pasando? Te falta de sueño.
You've done well, lad. I'm sorry for your loss. You must be all done in. Why don't you go to the kitchen and have a good meal? Sorrow is easier to bear on a full stomach. I heard about your father. They say he was a...
Something to eat.
But it's no excuse for rudeness.
¿Dónde está la cocina, bro?
Look out.
Ah, milady. You're fortunate our good lady Stephanie of Talmberg has graced us with her presence.
My lady, I'm honored.
So this is our brave young man. Welcome, lad. Bozhena here will take care of you. No doubt you're tired and hungry.
Indeed. How could he not be, poor soul? After everything he's been through, he must be as hungry as a bear, aren't you, young master? Here you are, then. Eat your fill.
And a little wine to wash it down.
Thank you, my lady.
When you're done, you can go and rest with the grooms in the Outer Bailey.
No, that won't do, Sir Robard. After all he's been through, he deserves a proper bed. Let him sleep in a lodge in the courtyard.
Okay.
Certainly, milady. Young Henry here is overwhelmed by your generosity.
Yes, yes, thank you, my lady. May God reward you for your kindness.
Eat up now. You're in capable hands, so I'll leave you to it. Good night.
Good night.
Good night, man.
When you've done, you can sleep in the bedchamber of the courtyard lodge. And don't forget to take off those filthy boots before getting into bed.
Come. Comí el caldero, weón. Voy a comer de nuevo el caldero. Brother, es pato asado.
You're that lad from Skalitz.
Fue horrible.
Sigismund's army appeared out of nowhere. There's so many.
Sí,
of them,
fueron
not
todos,
just
de todo,
infantry,
y caballería,
but cavalry,
infantería,
too.
todo.
These foreign mercenaries with their strange helmets and the souls of beasts.
Heavens above.
We all ran towards the castle for shelter, but they were too fast for us. They slaughtered everyone they caught and torched their houses. I barely escaped, and they killed. They murdered my parents.
God bless you, boy. I'm terribly sorry for your loss.
Eso es la verdad, ni más ni menos. ¿Qué hay que hacer en el diario ahora? Dice diario. ¡Corred! Mi pueblo fue atacado, id al pabellón del pato y dormid ahí hasta la mañana ya.
I feel quite hungry.
What's that?
No puedo entrar yo si no me... Supone que tengo que ir hacia allá arriba o cómo es. Ahí dormí, ya buenísimo. Cansancio, ya bueno. ¿Cuánto? 4 horas. Comodidad, saciedad, energía. Puta ya, 12 horas. Uy, se puso a llover más encima. Yes, sir!
It
Yes?
is I, Henry. Forgive the intrusion. I didn't wake you, boy, did I?
My lady, no, not at all. But what brings you here at this hour?
Se va a comer o no.
I thought you could do with a little wine. It's just what you need to help you sleep.
Está con la agua llena.
My lady, thank you. You really shouldn't. You could have sent a servant.
I was going to, but to tell you the truth, I couldn't sleep either. I thought of you while saying my prayers.
Gozo.
How awful it must have been for you. I came to offer you solace, to let you know you're not alone.
Thank you. Thank you kindly.
You're welcome. Now, Henry, I know this is all very new and strange for you, but I want you to feel at home here. You're not to worry about anything except getting better. God knows you've been through a terrible ordeal. I know what it is to be left alone in the world, although your loss is much greater. But with God's help, the pain will ease in time. And it can help to talk about it, if you feel like it.
Entiendo.
Oh. You might be right, my lady.
Si yo le cuento, pues sí es la
I'll tell
verdad.
you what happened. It was terrible and unexpected. The day started just like any other. Father sent me into town on some errands.
Fui a la taberna por cerveza, fui a cobrar una deuda, me reuní con mi amigo, fui a cobrar una deuda.
A fellow by the name of Kunish owed money to Father, who sent me to collect it from him. Only Kunish had no intention of paying. It got a bit heated, as often happens when there's money involved, but Kunish still wouldn't cough up the coin. Father was too generous for his own good,
Claro.
letting even a scoundrel like that buy on credit.
Oh.
When I'd done all the errands, I headed back home. I promised Father I'd help him with his work, and I was looking forward to it. He was forging a sword for Sir Radzig. Father and I always chat in the forge. On that particular day, I asked him if he'd teach me swordsmanship.
Claro, y me
He
retó.
said no.
Sí.
He said it's better for a man to keep his head on his shoulders than lose it over some pointless heroism. If only he'd known what fate had in store for us.
Oh.
But Sigismund's horde was already on the horizon, ready to attack the town. A horde of soldiers was amassed. Pennants flapped in the wind, the armour glinted in the sunlight, and the horses whinnied impatiently. They were waiting for Sigismund to give the command to attack.
How awful.
And then death descended on Skalitz. The gate to the castle was open.
Sí.
The bells and horns sounded the alarm, and the villagers ran to the castle to take cover. They were carrying the few possessions they could grab in haste, and I saw the terror in their eyes.
I can't even imagine how awful it must have been.
Es verdad.
I ran to the castle like our neighbours to take cover, but I didn't make it. I had to find another way to save myself. The men on the battlements called down to me to flee to Talmberg and warn you. I was lucky I knew a concealed path around the castle.
Comenzó el asedio, corrí por mi vida, si es verdad.
I ran as if my life depended on it, which it did. But my guardian angel watched over
Y creo que
me and
ayudé
made it
también
to
a
the
una
mill
niña que
below the
estaba
castle.
siendo abusada, brother.
It's as well you did. The Lord be praised.
Gracias a Dios.
Then I heard a scream. It was
Ahí está, es verdad.
the mill wench. She'd been caught by a gang of Cuman savages who planned to violate her. I had Sir Radzig's sword, and even though there were several of them and they were better armed, I had to try and save her. I wanted there to be at least one person I'd helped. And I succeeded, even though it almost cost me my life. After that, I stole a horse
Es
from them
verdad.
and rode off.
Like a valiant knight.
I'll never forget the horror.
Uy.
It will haunt me.
Se supone que ahí debe estar mi personaje, pero está bugueado. No me había dado ni cuenta.
That's terrible. How could something like that happen?
God alone knows why he lets such things happen.
You poor boy. I understand your grief, but God is not to blame for the ills of this world. That is the work of
No hay que perder la fe,
Satan and those
gente.
who do his bidding. Those who are corrupted by greed, envy, and pride. You must not lose faith, whatever.
No hay que perder la fe, gente.
Fate has not been merciful to me, and my husband either. Although in comparison to the horrors you went through. I was young when I married my husband. It was my father's wish. Divish was a lot older than I, but a woman must bear her lot. Shortly after our marriage, before I even got a look at Talmberg, the castle was stormed and my husband was imprisoned.
Entiendo.
Really?
My husband had some quarrel with Sir Havel Medek of Valdek, who decided to
Quemó el
resort
pueblo, mató mucho de los... ¿Qué?
He stormed the castle, burned down the village of Pribyslavitz, and killed many of our men, even the old chamberlain. He imprisoned my husband in the castle and put his own garrison there.
That's awful.
I was barely 18 years old, and all of a sudden, I was left alone with Sir Robert. We didn't know what to do. We went to Prague to appeal to the king, and sought help from Divish's friends, but all to no avail. We tried for years, but it seemed I was destined to be left alone, and my husband to rot in jail in his own castle.
Years, you say?
7 years.
7.
That's how long it took before Havel was condemned as an enemy of the crown. And even then, he refused to surrender the castle and release my husband. In the end, I raised the money to pay a ransom, and only then, by the grace of Lord Jesus, did I finally lay eyes on my husband once more.
7 years. And was Havel punished for it?
Never. And after 7 years, my husband returned to me an infirm old man.
Sir Divish seems like a good, strong man.
Certainly, only he has many concerns.
Pero después...
He had to rebuild Talmberg. After he was released, the king appointed him Burgrave of Prague Castle, and he was very busy. He had no time for me at all. But at least we were in the city, and there was something going on. And now, we're here.
My lady, you're still young. Beautiful. Your best years are still ahead of you.
Would that were true, lad. Would it were true.
Ya, pues dama.
But what am I doing bothering you with this? You have troubles enough of your own. I'll go and let you sleep. I enjoyed our little talk, Henry. Good night, and God bless.
¿Qué?
Good night, my lady.
Había alguien afuera caminando. Me dejó el vino. Me dejó el vino, mi gracia. Oh shit.
Henry, wake up. You don't want to miss this.
What is it? What's happening?
Come to the battlements. One of our patrols reported a company heading here from Skalitz.
A la batalla. Ahora, mira. Mi espada.
Only all they have to do is lean on some scarlet serf and you'll happily tell them everything.
I didn't think of that.
Not that I'm spoiling for a fight, but if I have to choose a place for you, then right here...
Estamos tapados de la lluvia con la muralla, qué buen detalle.
True enough.
Good health, dear.
Gracias.
You know what's happening?
Don't ask me. I don't know shit. Just a minute ago, I was sleeping after a day's watch at the gate.
Down there. Tell the people outside the walls to prepare for attack. Quickly, do you understand?
Mother of God.
¿Qué está pasando, mi rey?
I don't know. It doesn't make sense. Why would Sigismund advance on Talmberg in the night? Especially since he's lost the element of surprise after the raid on Skalitz.
Maybe it's not him.
Then who is it? The scouts Jivish sent to Skalitz to spy on Sigismund said he'd set up camp and was getting ready to storm the castle. And so Radzig is an experienced soldier. He'd surely hold the castle for quite some time. It doesn't make sense.
What else did the spies see?
Not much of anything. Before they could get close enough, this huge storm started.
Ah, yeah.
And you were right. Sigismund has a hell of a lot of soldiers, including all manner of mercenaries. An army like that costs a fortune. Well, anyway, we'll find out when they get here, won't we?
¿Qué?
We will.
Viene gente que... son ingleses.
Halt! Who goes there? Lucifer and all his minions. Who else, Rubber?
Sir Radzig, what a relief.
Is his lordship there with you?
Yes, sir, he is right here.
What are you doing up so late, Divish? At your age, you need a good night's sleep.
Well, Radzig, you didn't exactly pick the best time for an outing either. In a big hurry?
It was a bit of a scramble, all right. Believe it or not, this tempest is a godsend for me and my men. As my old granddad used to say, better a sore throat than a slit throat.
Buenísimo, se arrancó de noche.
Grandfather was a wise man. Your messenger told us what happened.
Messenger?
The lad you sent to warn us.
He's alive? He made it to you?
He's here with me. He only got away by the skin of his teeth, though.
Thank God.
A brave young man. But tell me, friend, how on earth did you manage to get away?
Thank God for this tempest. When it began, Sigismund's Tatars crawled into their holes and left the storm in the
yeah.
more clement weather. We were able to sneak out right under their noses. The Lord be praised. We wouldn't have stood a chance against them.
Would you like to spend the night in Talmberg?
No, no. When Sigismund finds the castle empty tomorrow, he might come looking for us. We'd only be exposing you to danger. Without me and my men, he has no call to attack you.
What will you do then?
We'll march to Ratai. It's only a short way, and there we'll have a better chance of defense, and enough room for all of these people. If Sigismund should come, better bend your knee, Divish. There's no point dying in a battle that's futile.
You're right there.
Is that boy still with you?
I'm here, sir.
You have courage, lad. That I can't deny. I am sorry about what happened. Would you care to join us?
I'd like to, sir, but first I have to return to Skalitz.
Are you mad? What do you want there?
I can't leave my mother and father.
I won't leave their corpses rotting in the street. I'll join you once I've taken care of them.
Don't even think of going back there, you donkey. Are you tired?
You donkey?
Quiet! I'm sorry about your father.
Se lo matar.
Killed as well won't help him. Divish, make sure that lad doesn't budge from Talmberg until things quieten down.
Not to worry, friend. Anyway, he's injured and needs to
Ah,
recover.
claro.
I'll lock him up here as if he were Havel of Baldic.
I've seen you've grown a thick skin since your tribulation, sir. But thank you. We'll meet again when circumstances are more favorable. Farewell.
Farewell, friend, and good fortune. Give my regards to Sir Hanush.
I will. And good luck to you and your people too. These are dark times.
Dark times.
Move out!
Chomi-chan. La gente va cagado de frío para allá, po.
Men, tonight we'll have triple patrol. Sort out the watches.
What is it you need?
I could use an extra pair of eyes, and yours are keen. Will you keep watch at the battlements with my men?
Is that a request or an order?
I'd rather it was a request you answered yes to.
Of course I'll help. I'll have to pay you back somehow after all you've done for me.
Splendid. And don't worry. I'll tell the men to relieve you later.
I'll do it, you.
Watch it. You can't draw your weapon here. Who's there?
¿Dónde está la almena? Oye, pero ¿cómo voy a vigilar algo así si no se ve ni pincho? Oh, mierda.
Wandering around like a stray sheep. Must be your first watch, eh? I don't think anything much will be happening today. You can just lean against the wall and wait till morning. I'll show you what's what.
I will. Thank you.
Dice que tengo que esperar hasta mañana, pero voy a aprovechar de explorar. ¿Cómo guardo la espada? A ver, configuración, controles, enfundar, desenfundar. Enfundar. Enfundar. Ataque principal, ataque especial, bloqueo. Desactivar, mover objeto. Seguimiento, bla bla bla. Ahí lo guardé, ya bueno.
God be with you. What do you think about how the Skalitz folk managed to get away?
Fortune smiled on him, that's for certain. Sigismund must be seething with rage.
Just a shame Fortune didn't smile on all of them.
Oh, shit. Sorry. And you know Sir Radzig Kobyla?
I wouldn't say I know him. I've seen him a few times. Why do you ask?
He must be a fine lord to take such good
Claro.
care of every one of his serfs.
Surely all the lords do that.
Ah, I could tell you some stories.
About Sir Divot?
Jesus, no. I didn't mean it like that. Just that I heard stories from other soldiers that would make your skin crawl.
I see.
God be with you.
¿Qué dice el diario? Hasta mañana. Me acuesto entonces. Escucho cosas, escucho cosas. Voy a comer, voy a comer. Escucho guerra, escucho guerra. Almena, almena, almena. Mentira que vamos a tener que defender en One. Vamos todos los chiquillos. Broma, tiene un ejército enorme, loco.
See how the self-appointed king wins the love and respect of his loyal subjects.
Indeed, Robard. Sigismund of Luxembourg has a rare talent for winning people over to
Un raro don, claro, es a la fuerza, pues, weón. ¿Qué se cree?
You may be surprised. I don't think he will set his heathen dogs loose today.
Greetings, Lord of Talmberg.
That's the bastard who led the attack at Skalitz and killed my parents.
Don't be an idiot. Do you want to end up like them?
I am Sir Markvart von Aulitz. I come in the name of Sigismund of Luxembourg, King of Hungary and Croatia, who has resolved to strike against those who disrupt concord in the land and to restore order in the name of his brother, King Wenceslaus IV.
Restore order by burning and pillaging the king's estates.
Greetings, Sir Markvart. The efforts of the king's brother to bring order to this chaotic land are undoubtedly noble. It seems to me, though, that he and his army have somewhat strayed. As Burgrave of Prague Castle, I am entirely beholden to the king. And here in Talmberg, divine peace reigned until your arrival. To what then do we owe the honor of your visit?
Yesterday, His Majesty took action against the enemy of the kingdom, Sir Radzig Kobyla, who has been using the silver from the Skalitz mine to fund insurrection against the crown. Unfortunately, the insurgent escaped. Would you happen to know, noble sir, where he might be at this time?
As far as I know, the Sir Radzig of which you speak is the king's hetman at Skalitz. I find it hard to imagine that he would rebel against our king. Nevertheless, I can assure you that Sir Radzig is not at Talmberg. He would be a fool indeed to flee from one castle, where he has little chance of defense, to another, where he has even less. Or do you take the view that my humble manner is any obstacle to your army?
Am I to inform the king's end that Sir Radzig Kobyla is not at Talmberg and that he has your loyalty?
Sir Radzig Kobyla is not here, and I have no intentions of getting embroiled in affairs from which I have nothing to gain.
Very well, sir. As you wish. I will relay your words to the king in the hope he will be as well disposed as you seem to be.
Those who have clean consciences and goodwill may find themselves well disposed even at moments like this, when there is little cause for joy. Farewell, sir.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Yo creo que va a atacar, ¿o no? Conociéndolo. Se va a replegar.
My lord, you have my utmost admiration.
Get on with you, Robard.
Good day to you.
Tengo que ir a Scalis.
I need to get to Skalitz.
What would you do there, lad? Sigismund might have left, but the place will be swamped with robber barons, brigands, deserters, and other vermin. And anyway, your lord commanded you to stay here.
My parents died there, and I won't leave them to be ravished by dogs. I have to bury them.
Good God, boy. Do you want to throw your life away for those who can never get theirs back? Do you think that's what they'd want? Forget it.
Why did Sigismund burn down Skalitz and then come here too?
That's war for you, lad. Certain lords have resolved to take things into their own hands and eliminate anyone who doesn't share their view. Unfortunately, Sir Radzig is one of those. And what's more, he was sitting on a pile of silver that could help King Wenceslas's allies.
Ay.
Where did these humans come from anyway?
Son mercenarios.
I don't know much about them, only what the Chamberlain said. That they came to Hungary from the east and settled there. They're godless barbarians and merciless fighters. The nobles used to say the Hungarian king shouldn't enlist them, because they dishonor our rules of warfare. But when there's power and money to be had, it seems that honor isn't worth my spit. And believe me, it's always about power and money.
What happened in Kuttenberg?
Gutenberg, well, I'm just a simple soldier, but the good Lord gave me ears, and I've heard some things from Sir Divish and from those who fled from Sigismund's pillaging.
Were there many?
Indeed, but it was the Kuttenberg mercenaries who came to see me, because I knew them from before.
I see.
Listen, lad, these are all games of the high aristocracy. In Prague, a cabal of nobles rebelled against King Wenceslas, wealthy aristocrats who took against our king for reasons of their own. There's no doubt Sigismund had his fingers in the whole affair. Him and Wenceslas's cousin, Jobst. And that cabal helped him abduct the king.
So then why did Sigismund attack Kuttenberg?
Why do you think?
Tiene una posición estratégica.
I suppose. Because it has a strategic position and good fortifications, so it can be used as a base for raids, giving you control of the whole territory and good defences too, if you need them.
Not at all. King Charles, may God grant him eternal glory, built Prague into a proper royal city, while King Wenceslas took a liking to Kuttenberg. After Prague, it's the most important city in Bohemia, in the entire Holy Roman Empire.
Ah,
commands the Kuttenberg silver.
es por un tema de nobleza.
Sided with Wenceslas because he favoured it.
Now you're starting to understand. When Sigismund imprisoned Wenceslas and took control of Prague, the people of Kuttenberg began to raise an army against him. So with the attack on Kuttenberg, Sigismund killed 2 birds with 1 stone. He defeated Wenceslas's most powerful allies before they could stand against him, and also gained immense wealth. Good luck to you.
Ya, ¿qué me dice? Diario. Diario, corred. Enterrar a los seres queridos, ir a por vuestro caballo en el establo, salir del castillo.
God be with you.
Gracias.
Is there someone here who trades in goods?
Votiver is your man.
Bovata.
He's the local dealer, a skinny fellow. I saw him by the granary. He'll buy anything that has any value, and he'd sell you his own granny. Already sold her long since.
Farewell.
And there's that many brigands running around. You never know if you'll come home from the fields alive.
And the nobles.
That's a piece of.
Good health, dear.
Muchas gracias.
Take care now.
Could do with a bite to eat.
Greetings. What do you need? Good luck then.
Entiendo.
God be with you.
Con usted igual.
I need to get out of here.
And I need a feather bed with a comely wench in it. But it looks like we'll both be disappointed. Sir Divish gave orders not to open the gate. You especially are not to be let out.
Look, I have to get out of here to bury my parents. I'd reward anyone who'd help me.
What could a ragamuffin like you give me? Clear off before I give you a whipping.
My mother and father were left in Skalitz like carrion. I have to bury them. I can't leave them to the dogs.
I'm sorry, my friend, but I can't. You'll have to persuade Sir Robard, or think something up so I don't end up in the shit for it. Otherwise, forget it.
Alright, I'll see what I can do.
Take care now.
Excelente.
My respects to you.
Take care now.
Fence post himself.
Tengo que salir de aquí y enterrar a mis padres, loco. Oh Dios, ya entonces ¿dónde está Sir Robert? No es la mejor manera de subir ni a bajar. Pero duermen en hoyos, pa' brother. Ya. Igual, por ahora y por hoy, lo vamos a dejar aquí. Ya, vamos a editar el video y se lo vamos a mandar a Mr. Bubbles. Gente, la gente que quiere estar interesada en esto, pongan +1 nomás en los comentarios. Yo sé que Bubbles lo va a colocar, así que lo vamos a dejar hasta aquí por mientras. Ya estamos en... Estamos en esta ciudad llamada Tannberg. Y salimos corriendo desde Rovna hasta acá. Ah, ya no puedo viajar rápido. Entonces tengo que en el próximo capítulo vamos a hacer el viaje de Tannberg hasta Rovna, ya, para enterrar a nuestros padres. Vamos a guardar. Y nos vemos en un próximo capítulo, chiquillos. Sobre todo a ti, vos, que te estés cuidando. Nos estamos viendo ya. Adiós, sin.